All right, let's talk about taxes. Well, you would have Reagan who would say, Republicans believe every day is the 4th of July. But the Democrats believe that every day is April 15th. So you would have Jay say, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. If you owe me $10, you ain't giving me $9. Y'all ain't give me 40 acres and a mule, so I got my Glock 40, now I'm cool. I'm gonna put this in the way for you. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. If you owe me $10, you're not giving me $9. Imagine them coming to Obama coming to Jay-Z and saying, we want to kind of take more from your check because, well, kind of we can. Don't think so. I think it'll be a real problem and an outroar, not just amongst one man, but amongst a whole group of artists who work very hard to get to where they are and don't want to separate with their money, and nor should they have to. Amen. So you would have Reagan to say, the problem is not that the people are taxed too little. The problem is that the government spends too much. One more second. When it says, just add a little tagline into this because I found it funny when I was thinking about it. Where it says, you ain't give me my 40 acres and a mule. He could say, Democrats, you didn't give me my 40 acres and a mule. So now I went over with my Republicans, my Second Amendment, and now I'm cool. I'm just saying, it's all in the language, depending on how you want to look at it. It's all in the language. So you have the problem is not, people are not taxed too little. The problem is government spends too much. So yet again, let's imagine a conversation between Obama and Jay-Z. Where Obama came up to Jay-Z and said, you know, at a certain point, you know, you make too much money. At a certain point, you should, you know, stop making money. And, you know, with the money that you do have, you should kind of give it to us so we can give it to somebody else. And I could just imagine Jay-Z saying, now what I look like, giving you half my trap like you wrote half my raps. Yeah, I'm having that. I mean, is it not in the language? It's in the language, and that's all we have to do is, instead of speaking to the heads, we have to go towards the heart. Quick ones, I'm gonna make them fast for y'all. Welfare, Reagan would say. Welfare's purpose should be to eliminate, as far as possible, the need for its own existence. Well, Jay-Z would say, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. So I got rich and gave back. To me, that's the win-win. And just for fun, for those who don't want to listen to that version, Jay-Z added a little something extra for them. Because he said, now I don't be in the project hallway talking about how I be in the project all day. That sounds stupid to me. It's in the language. It's there in the language. And we just have to embrace and mix the cultures to a point where all of us can understand that we believe the same exact thing. We just don't know that we believe the exact same thing. Who can become an entrepreneur? Reagan would say, there are no great limits to the growth because there are no limits of human intelligence, imagination, or wonder. Yep. Y'all want to hit Jay? Sure I do. I'll tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones, I'm trying to get them M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. In just 5 years, 40 million more. Who can be an entrepreneur? The person that believes they can be an entrepreneur. The person that says, I'm going to do it, and goes out and does it. Those are the people who can become entrepreneurs. Keep it on. So how important are these entrepreneurs for America's small businesses in America? How important are they? Reagan would say, entrepreneurs and their small enterprises are responsible for almost all the economic growth in the United States of America. Okay? Jay would say, and if somebody would have told him that Hope would sell clothing, nah, not in my lifetime, wasn't in my right mind. But that's another difference that's between me and them. I smartened up, opened the market up. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. In 18 months, 80 million more. Now add that number up with the one I said before, and you are now looking at a smart black boy. It's there. And we listen to it. Every single day, we listen to it. When I look at Jay-Z, I see capitalism. I see capitalism. And it's beautiful. It's an inspiration to me. And when I look at Ronald Reagan, I see how to fight for capitalism. So not only do I get Reagan, I get the product of Reaganomics. The best of both worlds. And that's how I came to be a Republican. Last thing, and then I'm going to go. The biggest problem that I feel that we have is we're willing to compromise ourselves. Always willing to compromise ourselves. And that's why I hate this word bipartisan. Bipartisan. Well, we know that our elected officials are supposed to work together, but at what point do you just say no? You know, at some point, you have to say no. I understand you won, but no. I understand you're president, no. I understand you're speaker, no. I understand you, no. I get it, I really do. But I have principles, I have morals. I have something that I stand by. And in addition to that, I have a constituency back at home that trusts me to stand by those morals and stand by those values. So while I can respect what you are, I respect what they are a lot more. So I'm gonna leave you with this one. As Reagan would say, when you can't make them see the light, make them feel the heat. And as Jay would say, I can't say that I never kneel before God and pray for better cards, sometimes to no avail. But I never sat back feeling sorry for myself, because if you don't give me heaven, I raise little kids in here. Y'all can figure out the rest. Okay? But that's what it is. And that's kind of hope. I hope I left y'all with a message to understand that we're all people. We all majority of Americans believe the same thing. It's how we put out the message. Yeah. So I am the president of the the Frederick Douglass Foundation of Virginia. And we're just getting activated and starting to work within the city, within the state. So hopefully I'll be back towards Liberty sometime soon. But this is kind of what I'm going to bring to Virginia. This is my mission about what I want to bring to Virginia. This message that we might say it differently, but we're saying the same thing. You might not know what it is you really want, but we understand what you're asking for. So I want to bring a servant's heart back to the political process. Thank you. Thank you.